be an opportunity to reflect on his kindness, his accomplishments, and his enduring dedication to public service. As we bid our final farewell, let us remember the values he instilled in us and strive to carry forward his dreams for our beloved Cabatuan. May I request a moment of silence for our beloved Mayor, the late Bernardo A. Garcia Jr. Thank you for joining us to honor Mayor Bernardo A. Garcia Jr., whose memory will continue to inspire and guide us. To read his biography, may we call on his private secretary, Mr. Lopez C. Alico. Sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, and esteemed visitors. Today, we gather to honor and remember the life of a dedicated public servant, a loving family member, and a man whose legacy will continue to inspire us. It is my privilege and honor to share with you the biography of Mayor Bernardo A. Garcia Jr., who served the municipal government of Cabatuan with unwavering commitment, compassion, and integrity. Bernardo Ancheta Garcia Jr. was born on March 8, 1961 in Tuao, Cagayan, of parents Bernardo Garcia Sr. and Efrenia Ancheta. From a young age, he demonstrated a strong sense of community and a deep desire to make the world around him a better place. He obtained his elementary and high school diploma at the Rojas Elementary School and Nazareth of Cabatuan in 1974 and 1978, respectively. He graduated Bachelor of Arts, major in Political Science at the Adamson University, Metro Manila in 1984. He pursued his law education at San Sebastian College, College of Law, Recoletos, Manila, where he finished the degree Bachelor of Laws in 1988. After finishing his law education, he became involved in the public service because he believed in the power of local government to create meaningful change and improve the lives of residents. He first entered public service as Sangguniang Bayan member from the years 2001 to 2005, where he quickly earned the respect of his colleagues for his work ethic, honesty, and genuine love for his community. During his incumbency, he became the provincial auditor and the regional treasurer of the Philippine Councilors League. Married to Mary Flor Dumisil and a blessed with only son named Bernardo D. Garcia III. In the year 2022, he was elected mayor of Cabatuan, Isabela, a role he would serve for 2 years and 4 months, where he introduced numerous improvements in Cabatuan as he focused to various projects for the people. It was his character that made him beloved by those who knew him. He was always accessible to people he served, listening to their concerns, offering support, and always striving to lead with compassion. Sadly, Mayor Panyong left us on November 1, 2024 at exactly 6:23 in the morning at Kawayan Specialist Hospital. But his legacy endures in the municipality he loved and the people whose lives he touched. His work will continue through the many initiatives he started and the countless lives he impacted, whether directly or through the example he set. As we remember him today, We honor not only the public figure, but the man who through his integrity, hard work, and vision changed our community for the better. Mayor Panyo, you left an indelible mark on all of us, and we will carry your spirit of service, compassion, and dedication forward. May your soul be rest in peace.
As we gather here to celebrate the life and legacy of the late Honorable, our speakers today had a unique relationship with Mayor Garcia, whether as a friend, a colleague, a family member, or a fellow public servant. They bring with them stories, memories, and heartfelt reflections that remind us of the depth and warmth of his character. First, we will hear from Dr. Troy Alexander Gozoniano, Regional Director of the Department of Tourism Region 2, who will share his memories of Mayor Garcia as a youth.
Ako po ay nagpresenta na magsalita ngayong umagang ito dahil matagal kaming nagsama sa mga unang panahon ng paninigdihan sa bayan ni Mayor Panyong bilang miyembro ng Sangguniang Bayan ng Cabanatuan. Naka-apat na mayor kami at 4 na vice mayor. Ganun katagal ang pagsasama namin sa Konseho Municipal. Minabuti ko rin na imbis na magbigay ng malayang talumpati sa umagang ito, ay basahin ko na lamang ang tribute na pinost ko sa Facebook nung gabi na araw na mamatay si Mayor Panyong Garcia. Mas medyo organize ito, kaya basta ko na lang banggitin ang aking masasabi. Ito po ang aking pinost sa Facebook noong November 1, 2024. Mayor Panyong, Bernardo Panyong Ancheta Garcia Jr. died in office on All Saints Day and 4 days short on the 75th founding anniversary of Cabanatuan. He was 63. Prior to his elections, the town mayor of the municipality known as the Land of the Golden Grains, he was elected 5 times in the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanatuan. He was the 98th municipal councilor of Cabanatuan and served from July 1, 2001 to June 30, 2004 in the 15th Sangguniang Bayan under Mayor Alma Dailin and Vice Mayor Mario Acosta. He was re-elected twice and served from July 1, 2004 to June 30, 2007 in the 16th Sangguniang, and on July 1, 2007 to June 30, 2010 in the 17th Sangguniang, both under Mayor Atanasio Dailin Jr. and Vice Mayor Benojenes Asuncion. After a term, he made a comeback and served from July 1, 2013 to June 30, 2016 in the 19th Sangguniang and July 1, 2016 to June 30, 2019 in the 20th Sangguniang, both under Mayor Charlton Lee and Vice Mayor Mario Acosta. In the May 9, 2022 national and local elections, he was elected as the 10th local chief executive and served from July 1, 2020 up to his demise. When I learned of the sad news, after I read a post from Facebook, I immediately went to the municipio and made sure that the main flag and its secondary flags are at half-mast. Following tradition and Republic Act number 8491, otherwise known as the flag and heraldic code of the Philippines, flags should be flown at half-mast as a sign of mourning on the day of the official announcement of the death of an official. This is the first time in Cabanatuan's 75-year history that a municipal mayor has died in office. At past 7 in the evening, I pay my last respect to a fallen comrade in public service. My first acquaintance with Mayor Panyong was when I joined the Philippine JCs or Junior Chamber International in 1996, wherein he was a charter member in 1990. He would always insist that he was Cabanatuan Butol JC's first long president, for he was the first elected to the position. However, he was not present during the induction and turnover ceremonies in Kawayan, and fellow member Nicanor Santos took his oath as the first long president of the chapter. Despite of this, he remained an active member of the chapter up to his senior years. In the May 11, 1998 and local and national elections, we both ran for a seat in the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanatuan, and he was under the slate of mayoral candidate Rolando Velasco, while I was under the electionist mayor at the national jury. I landed on the third slot while he placed ninth. It was a very controversial election for him, and the truth came out after 2 decades. He joined the Lion Ticket in the May 14, 2001 midterm election and won with 2 other party mates, Attorney Randy Ariola and SPM Reyes Asuncion. He was Mayor Armadain's confidant and a favorite, and was regularly appointed as officer in charge whenever Mayor Alma was out of town. It was during this period when we became close friends, as we would always end the day with a bottle of liquor every time I go home in Cabanatuan. I was then working in the office of the Secretary of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources in Quezon City. I would always pull his leg by reminding him of his astute tactic of distributing thousands of handkerchiefs or panyo during campaign sorties to remind the voter to bring their panyo in the polling precinct before voting and wipe their sweats, since it is normally hot and humid during election day, reminding the electorates of his nickname Panyo, which sounds like panyo. In the many evenings we shared together, he would repeatedly narrate his sojourn in the Land Transportation Office, his law studies, and being a notary public. A colleague in the Sangguniang Bayan of Cabanatuan for 5 years, we normally debate in the plenary hall, but would end our discussions with polished legislative measures tailored for the betterment of the lives of our fellow Cabanatuanenses. I was able to capture his ability to secure a smooth flow in the passage of the sponsored and authored legislations before the draft resolutions and ordinances are presented for second reading in the plenary. I would make sure that I ask his opinion and advices and recommendations for possible amendments in the draft. By this strategy, we avoided head-on clashes within the August halls of the session. My wife Asmin also succeeded in the Sangguniang and became his colleague from 2015 to 2019 and did the same approach. I would always tease him during sessions of the Sangguniang by recognizing him as the gentleman from San Andres, Magdalena, and Aguilar. San Andres because this barangay was his official residence. It was the location of their ancestral house. This residence was at the Bacalera Almacin, established and erected during peacetime by his paternal grandfather, Don Fernando Garcia E. Garcia, from Barcelona, and Asturias, Spain. Humaling sa Compañía General de Tobaccos de Filipinas in Old Cabatuan, which resulted in the economic boom of this valley of Colombia. During World War II, the Garcia Abog, in District 2, or what is now San Andres, became the chief garrison or center of the command of the Japanese Imperial Army. I would also mention Magdalena because it was in this barangay where he and wife Mary Flor Reyes Dominsil and son Bernardo III built a house in the locality where the large Dominsil clan dwelled. And Nagirian because there was a time when his family owned the old Almacin at the poblacion in Nagirian town in central Isabela. He would normally give me the green every time I mention these places to describe his roots, and he was also being teased as Castilla because of his pure-blooded paternal lolo who was Spanish. But in reality, he is also a genuine Ilocano because his paternal and maternal lineage who hailed from Ilocos Norte, particularly the Bulusan, Tejada, Ancheta, and Domingo clan of Cabatuan. His maternal grandfather, one of Cabatuan's first butchers, Simeon Domingo Ancheta, served as two-time municipal councilor from 1960 to 1967. Another relative, Atty. Inigo Basilio Tejada, served as municipal councilor from 1956 to 1959. Mayor Panyong is the fifth child of Group 7 to Bernardo Bulusan Garcia and Efrenia Tejada Ancheta. Time came when we temporarily parted ways since he joined the opposition party. We got back on the same fence during the fourth and last term in the Sangguniang before I resigned my position on September 2015 to accept the department head position in the provincial capital. When he took his oath of office on June 30, 2022 as LCE, I requested the transition team to include in the program the turnover of the Cane of Authority, a tradition in Cabatuan politics since 1952, by outgoing Mayor Chudolfo Rumbawa and incoming Mayor Rafael Boson. Though the outgoing Mayor was not around, Mayor Panyong abided and posed for posterity holding the Cane of Authority which I witnessed. I was also present on his first Monday flagrants. During his tenure as FCE, I would normally send in request letters as Provincial Tourism Officer to Isabela. This continued until I assumed as Regional Director of the Department of Tourism. All my requests, normally tourism-related, were granted, and he even had a tarpaulin congratulating my appointment displayed at the fence of the municipal compound. I was also invited in various occasions of the municipio, like the Saligbayan Civil Service Month celebration, Foundation Day Cantanin Festival, lighting of the Christmas tree, and only recently, the inauguration of the Pasalubong Center. Mayor Panyong served as mayor for 854 days, the third shortest tenure of a Cabatuan mayor, next to Mayor Fermin Medina for 3 months and Gregorio Citro for 19 months. He left his own legacies as town head and as a local legislator who served for 15 years. He is best known for his wide insights, technical contributions to local legislation, and a no-holds-barred when it comes to his principles. Mayor Panyong is a classic example of the quote uttered by President Manuel Quezon in 1922, a century ago from Mayor Panyong's inauguration, that my loyalty to my party ends where my loyalty to my country begins. When I was interviewed by Bongo Radio Kawayan on the same fateful day in the morning, I ended by saying, lahat na ng mayor ng Cabatuan ay may naiambag sa bayan. Taliwas sa mga post sa social media na walang ginawa, pwede atake dito, paninirang puri. Ngunit sa pagkakataong ito, bilang senior opisyal ng bayan at malawak nating karanasan, ako mismo ang nagpapatunay na bawat maging mayor, vice mayor at sangguniang bayan members ng minamahal nating bayan na Batuan ay may naiambag po sa bayan. Kung nais natin maging mahusay at tuloy-tuloy ang pagbiyahe ng ating minamahal na Mayor Talong sa kanyang paroroonan, hayaan na natin yung mga di pagkakaluwang napakaliit na walang kwentang bagay. Ituloy natin ang masayang alaala ni Mayor Talong. Yan na lang ang mayambag natin sa kanyang pamilya at sa minahalang nating bayan ng Batuan. Salamat.
Following this, may we hear from Mr. Fred D. Subillaga Jr., former licensed inspector 2, will offer his reflections providing a glimpse into our remarkable dedication that defined his life as a public servant.
The things you do for yourself are gone when you're gone. But the things you do for others remain as your legacy. To mga mentor, to Nagi, and to the Municipal and Garcia class, the local public servants who are here with us today, the Patuanenses, friends, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to be asked to deliver a eulogy as we are gathered here today to pay our last respect and bid farewell to one of the finest public servants who work with dedication for the people of Cotabato. Eulogy is a Greek word that means good words. And I only have good words about our beloved Mayor, Mayor Tony. We have lost a great mayor, a wonderful person. I have lost a good friend and a mentor. Boss ko. Marami kaming pinagsamahan. Remembering Mayor Panyong brings tears to my eyes. He taught me the importance of being forest. Gusto niya, pag-leader ka, gawin mo yung trabaho para maging leader ka. Yun ang lagi ng sinasabi. To serve this town as mayor for almost 3 years and as sangguniang bayan for 15 years. In almost two decades of public service, Mayor Panyong has been working for the improvement of the lives of those who are less privileged. He championed the cause of the poor. He was fighting for the budget to be allocated for schools, livelihood programs, employee benefits, and the rest. He was very firm in his policy that taxpayers should be on top. Yung hindi po sila nahihirapan na secure na kanilang mga dokumento sa munisipyo. Ayaw po nila. Ayaw po nila kung nagtatagal ang mga constituents natin na kumuha ng mga papeles simpleng cellular. Lalo-lalo ako sa office ko sa business permits at political councils. We talk regularly about how much more he needs those people na gusto niya gawin. Marami po siya gusto gawin na nahihirapan po siya. May mga handa sa kanyang mga plano. At makikinig po siya talaga sa mga suggestions ng mga employees na nakakakwento niya sa lobby, sa corridor, sa mga opisina. Dumadalo po yan. Tatanong po ng mga kailangan ng offices. He always put people ahead of his personal needs. Nangunguna po talaga sa akin ng mga tao namin. Kahit po yung mga sakit po siya na nararamdaman, may hirapan po siya kumakyat o baba sa kanyang opisina. Nagte-text po sa akin ng bumakyat ka. Check po ako sa office ko. And then, samahan ko po. Umiikot po kami. Naka-apply po sa akin, may hirap po siya pa lang bumaba. I remember the time when he was voted as the mayor.
hindi po talaga siya makapaniwala, sabi ko na sa akin. Kahit po siya mismo, hindi po siya makapaniwala. Pero lagi ko na sinasabi sa akin, papasalamat siya sa lahat ng tumulong at sinuporta sa kanya na nangarap po siya. Alam po natin kung sino sila, hindi ko na magiging marami sila. Malaki po ang kanyang pasasalamat sa mga taong iyon na nagbigay kulay sa kanyang buhay para maging ngayon at gawin po yung mga naranapat ng gawin para sa mga. The trust He has given me when He assigned me as the utility supervisor as head po ng mga utility workers ng munisipyo, aside from my regular work as BPLO, is something that I will not forget. Nung una ko inisip ko, para panigaling lang sa amin ni Mayor na nagalutin ko para medyo mabigat po kasi ko. Pero tinanggap ko po yun sa positive way. Nag-iisip ko po, hindi niya po ibibigay sa akin ito kung alam niya failure ko. Tinanggap ko po yun dahil inisip ko may tiwala po siya sa akin. At yun nga po ang natutunayan ko. Pinagkatiwala po niya sa akin ang trabaho nito na ako po ang ginawa niya ng mag-desisyon kung anong gagawin namin sa mga paligid ng munisipyo ng diskarte. Pinubayan ko sa akin. At doon po ako nagpapasalamat ng namalaki kay Mayor Tanuna. Dahil sa napakalaking tiwala binigay sa akin. He instilled in us the value of living by the law and with the law. Dahil po doon, kung sinunod po natin yung sinasabi niya yan, hindi po tayo magkakamali sa trabaho natin sa public service. Lagi po nang sinasabi, public servant po tayo, hindi po tayo ang pinagsisibihan ng pangalaman. Mayor Panyong will always be remembered by LGU employees as the local chief executive who values punctuality. He comes to office very early. Kami po kasi, madalas magkakasabay na pumasok sa opisina. Pag ayanin ko lang po yung mga anak ko sa schools, pagpasok na po ako sa opisina para supervise po yung mga trabaho namin. Lagi po siya nakasunod na po sa amin. Napakaaga po niya pumapasok. At mas maaga po siya pumapasok sa karamihan ng mga empleyado ng munisipyo. Kasi gusto po niya, siya po ay example. Sa araw-araw na pagpasok niya sa munisipyo, hindi po siya maliliit. Kung maliliwan po yan, meron po yan importante yung pinagpahan. Bago po siya pumapasok sa opisina niya, sa mismo office niya, na-observe po ito noong una. Nag-stay po siya sa terrace ng munisipyo sa taas. I saw him praying. He prays every day. Nagdarasal po siya. Every day. Bago po siya pumasok sa kanyang opisina, nagdarasal po siya. Tinawag po niya ako minsan, join me. Nag-pray po kami. Ang sabi naman, simple lang po. Para sa bayan. Nagtitake po siya kayo dahil para sa bayan, hindi po siya. Yun ang sinasabi niya sa akin. At lagi po siyang may dalang po siya. Doon po ako dito. Ilang taon lang po yun. Something na nagsasabing, this guy, admirable guy, religious guy, and honorable person. When he receives awards na galing ko sa province, o sa region, o national, lagi ko nang sinasabi na hindi po ito mangyayari without the help of all the LGU employees. Lagi ko nang sinasabi yan. Sa tulong-tulong na trabaho, sa malinis na pagsiservisyo, efficient government service ng mga empleyado, natatanggap po natin ang mga pagkilala nito galing sa region at sa national. At lagi po niyang sinasabi, nagpapasalamat siya sa lahat ng mga empleyado. Kaya naman po niya yung gawin. Lagi niyang sinasabi sa akin. Still, bahagi sila ng awards na pinakilang natin. Pero po, mga araw na nagkakasakit na po siya, lagi ko ganun niya akong pinatawag sa office mo. Yung pong mga huling buwan na nasa LGU po ako, pag nandiyan po siya, nagpapos. Lagi po kami magkasama. Nagyaya ko lang po, pero hindi naman po siya nagpapos. Kaya ako po lagi nakakapinakapawa sa office mo. Mahirap po at mabigat sa amin sa LGU, sa akin po, kasi personal po na natas po niya po. The dreadful incident in the early hours of Friday, the 1st of November, robbed us of this extraordinary sign of Cotabato. His passing was sudden and shocking. This incident was brought about a serious pain to the municipality. The nobleman we are laying to rest here today was admired and respected by many. He was a simple and humble guy with profound wisdom. As we unite in grief, it indicates that we are truly proud to celebrate the glorious life of this distinguished, admirable man and a loyal servant to the people of Cotabato. Alam po ng mga empleyado niya. Lahat po ng proseso gusto niya masunod. Gusto po niya lahat dumaan sa tama. Hindi po shortcut. Naging relax po ang empleyado at ang bayan natin nung siya po ang nagpatupad ng mga proseso ito. And surely, if there is one thing that we will remember about him is that he has a big heart, bigger than us. For the people of Cotabato, sa kanya po nakita ang malaking puso para sa bayan. Sabi nga niyo po dati, iba pala pag nabuksan ng puso, yung literal po nila ang pinangalan. Mas marami ka nang makikita ang kabutihan sa bayan. Sabi niyo po sa akin, kung ano man yung mga nakaraan na hindi naging ayos, ayusin na lang natin sa buhay. Kung kailangan natin patawaran ito, hayaan na natin yung ayusin na lang yung sila. Yun po yung sinasabi niya sa akin. Sir, Mayor Panyo, goodbye. Thank you for everything. We can felt your life shine and assure us history the arms of God. Thank you, sir.
May we also hear from Mrs. Marites P. Acorda, Administrative Officer 5, to share a story of her years spent with Mayor Panyong as a classmate.
Nung ako nakilala si Mayor Panyong, nung nag-transfer siya from Lasalat Brojas, Lasalat Curatuan. Then, kasama ko siyang nag-graduate sa Lasalat Curatuan, tapos batch 78. Hindi ko kami talaga naging malapit ni Mayor kasi parati na akong binibiro na never nila tikman ang boto ko sa kanyang political career. Magmula nung naging SB siya hanggang sa naging Mayor siya. In fact, noong 2017, SB siya noon, ako naman ang OIC MDO. Pinsan ko ang budget ng Kabatuan. Nag-walk out siya noon sa budget hearing. Ang sabi niya, wala akong believe sa'yo. Isang OIC para mag-present ng budget ng Kabatuan. Pero na-approve yung budget. On the same month of October 2017, kinakailangan niyang pa-bypass noon. Tumawag siya sa akin, Marites, tulungan mo ako na mag-monetize, kailangan ko ng pera para sa bypass operation ko. Hindi siya nagdalawang isip noon, gumawa ako ng paraan at hanap ako ng guidelines na makakuha siya ng pera in excess of 30 days na monetization na yun ang allowed ko sana. Kung makakuha siya ng pera, nagpasalamat siya kay Angel in disguise, sabi niya sa akin. Since then, nung naging mayor siya, eksakto naman na ako ang OIC MD all the time. Ay OIC MDBC. Ang sabi niya sa akin, Marites, tulungan mo ako along the way. Isa siya sa limang mayor na pinagsindihan ko sa 32 years ko ng service sa LGU. O mayor, gagawin ko lahat kung ano man ang tanong ko sa Kabatuan. Ang sabi niya, disregard mo kung ano man ang pagtulog, kung ano man ang loyalty nila, basta isipin mo ang servisyo natin sa bayan ng Kabatuan. Kasi ako naman ginawa along the way. Kung ko siya ang naging mayor, doon 28. Ang huling habilin niya at trabaho ko ay Marites, situin na ma-implement na maayos yung sama-samang bayan sa Foundation Day. Sabi niya, tingnan mo mabuti. Ang sabi ko, Mayor, hindi ba pwede magbigay tayo ng staff para nakakain yung mga tao? Ang sabi niya, hindi. Let them pumila kung saan hanggang kailan nila gusto, hanggang meron pagkain to serve mo sa kanila. Sakto, after 7, nung time na may pa siya, huminto na yung implementation niya, pero nakabalik po siya. Yun pa lang, meron pa siyang vision yung bigay ng Lord sa kanya, ang magsilbi bilang mayor ng Cabanatuan. Sakto, 7 years and 1 week na the day na nabay pa siya, ay pinusang Lord sa atin. Kagaya ninyo, katulad din ako, kasi hindi ko in-expect mangyari sa kanya. Kasi ang saya-saya niya, mga last few days nag-usap kami, nag-video ko kami, ako pa ang tuloy. Sabi sa kanya, tama na mayor, ang gusto ko, pag nag-usap ko tayo, gusto ko yung personal na naman, yung makakausap kita, kasi ang dami ang gusto sabihin sa'yo. Sabi niya, sige, usap ko tayo, pero tama na, gusto ko, mag-usap tayo ng personal tayo kung ang video ko. Sabi ko, kaya nung November 1 na umaga, ako din ang nagulat siya tayo ng sa pagtalo niya. Kasi hindi ko talaga ina-expect na iiwanan niya tayo. Pero kayo, if ever I will meet you again on my next life, kung gusto mo rin, sabihin mo pa rin na maging kaibigan kita. Whatever the consequence, ako pa rin ang maging kaibigan. Pero Lord, my boss, my friend, rest in paradise. Tapos na mission mo sa mundo. Nagawa mo na yung mission na binigay sa inyo, Lord. Naging mayor ng Cabanatuan. May pamilya ulit kung ano mapasilip. Saan ang mayor hanggang sa muli.
We now invite Mr. Bernardo D. Garcia III, the son of the late Honorable Mayor Bernardo Panyong A. Garcia Jr., to share his story. As he steps forward, he carries with him the unique and cherished bond between father and son, a bond that shaping his life was marked by love, admiration, and countless shared moments.
Magandang umaga po sa amin lahat. To my family, friends, and to all the supporters po ng Papa. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat. For 28 years ng buhay ko, I never did imagine having to stand before all of you. To the people close to me, to the people whom my dad worked for, and to the people who supported him. We gather here now to honor my father's memory. My papa, to people, was a leader, a teacher, a friend. As amazing as he could be, to us, his family, he's my father, he's my dad. He prioritizes everything na ibibigay sa akin ni Mama. Ang well-being natin dalawa. Lagi na sinasabi sa akin na kapag nabubuhay pa ako, talaga ako si Papa. Magtipid ka kasi hindi ako bubuhay dito kami. Sa tigas ng ulo ko, it never occurred to me na marirealize ko yung mga sinasabi niya. Ngayon marami siya. If I were to describe my Papa the Mayor, forever Mayor ang natin, I would call him caring, loving, and disciplined. Kasi alam niya ang lahat ng the best man sa family, for Mama and I and for the whole family. He always puts family first within Don now. You can rest assured I will take care of Mama. In your face, it will forever live the lessons, life advices, and love you have given me and Mama. To say my father was a good man would be an understatement. There is not enough time or words to express how much my father meant to me. But if I had to say in one sentence, then I'd say my father was a man of great integrity and principles. He always did the right thing, and even it wasn't easy. Naalala ko a couple of weeks ago, before my birthday, sinabi ko sa tatay ko, ayaw maganda. Ayaw gusto magpipit, ayaw maganda. Pero ipinilit niya. Hindi ko imagine, hirap rin last birthday ko, masabi siya. And to all who shared our photos, and to all who shared on Facebook, Twitter, and any social media platform, maraming salamat po. I took a screenshot of everything, and isa po ang tumagiting talaga. Tapos, ang sinabi ni cooperate ang mayor namin hanggang matatapos ang term mo. And I'm so proud of you, Pam, and I will miss you dearly. I will not say goodbye, for I wish there is an afterlife, and if there is an afterlife, I will wish to be a son again. Maraming salamat po sa atin.
Thank you, sir, for sharing such heartfelt memories and reflections of your father. Your words have offered us a beautiful glimpse into the warmth, wisdom, and dedication of Mayor Garcia, not only as a leader, but as a beloved father and family man. Your story has touched our hearts and reminded us of the depth of his legacy, one that will forever live in through you, your family, and the community you love so dearly, each bringing a special perspective on the incredible impact he had on those around him. Through these eulogies, may we all find an inspiration and strength as we remember Mayor Garcia's enduring legacy. Let us open our hearts and listen to these cherished memories of a remarkable man who gave us so much to himself, to Cabatuan and its people. We invite Ms. Rebecca Pipahat, a dear friend, former colleague, and former teacher of our beloved Honorable Mayor, to offer words of comfort. Words will offer us comfort and remind us of the profound impact he had on those who had the privilege to know him closely. Ma'am? Oh, Ma'am.
Friends, members of the family, ladies and gentlemen, again, my sincerest sympathy to the family and relatives. To begin with, I quote from the Bible, Matthew 11 verses 28 to 30, which says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Yes, Mayor Bernardo A. Garcia Jr., fondly called by many, you may now rest in peace. They say that those who love never go away. They walk beside us, unseen, unheard, but always near and love watching us. When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure forever. Your memory, Mayor, is a treasure to us because you are a legend yourself. I know for certain that we never lose the people we love, even to death. Their love means an indelible print in our memories. We find comfort in knowing that our lives have been enriched by having shared the love, the heart, the character of Mayor Bernardo Garcia Jr. We have lighted the candle for you, my dear. Yes, is this not consoling, my dear friends? Remembering the unique, meaningful, and amazing memories we have with him. His great and many achievements that many doesn't know, that will give comfort and consolation. This will give ease to our heart, will give us the pleasure to show and smile. Use the grief that we have, the troubles you are encountering at the moment. This, you will find strength to face its day. Mary Flor and son Nagi, siblings Marie, Dede, Mario, Dodo, and relatives. Whatever and however your feelings at the moment, may be sad, no, hurt, tired. It's normal. Just hold on. We have lost a good man in your person, Mayor. We lost a born leader with a passion of service to Cabatuanenses in terms of health, education, and a gradual positive change in the life of the citizens of Cabatuan, which is marked for the unity of purpose even in the barangay level. Yes, this is a consolation to your family that you was a devoted husband, a father, a sibling, and a sincere friend, loved and cherished by all. May God fill us with motivation and energy in the days ahead when we feel giving. Lord, Mayor, for your family, because I know many love them. Mayor Panyo, my dear former student, we pray and we will let you go. And I know you are ready to go. Go home to the Father's house where He had prepared a place for you. This is not the end, of our journey with you because we believe we will see each other again one day. But God, not too soon. Farewell, my dear. My student, my honorable and our honorable mayor. Go back to God. Go back to our Father. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, ma'am. Now may we have Mrs. Imelda P. Bonilla, Secretary of the Sangguniang, to read the municipal resolution honoring the life and service of the late Honorable Mayor Bernardo Pañong A. Garcia Jr. This resolution reflects the deep gratitude and respect to our municipality for Mayor Garcia's dedication, vision, and countless contributions to the community he served so faithfully.
Umaga po sa ating lahat. Bago ko po basahin ang nilalaman ng municipal resolution na ipinasa ng Sangguniang Bayan noong Lunes sa kanilang emergency session. Personally po, nais ko muna ipabatid ang puso namin pakikiramay sa naulilang pamilya ni Mayor Pañong, ng Benny, Nadu, and all the siblings and immediate family members. So, nais ko po tawagin na kasama ko dito sa harap ang mga kasapi ng Sangguniang Bayan members na nandito po ngayon. This is session of the 22nd batch of Sangguniang Bayan in the municipality of Cabaton, Isabela, held on November 4, 2024 at the Municipal Session Hall. A resolution expressing deepest sympathy and heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family of the late Bernardo Pañong Garcia Jr., former municipal mayor and former Sangguniang Bayan member of this municipality in their times of sorrow and grief. For us, one of the scatological truths that represent the whole breadth of human existence is death, an inevitable reality that we can never escape nor obliterate with opulence, didactic discipline, and prestige in the society. For us, the ultimate demise of the former partner in nation building created a spawning woe and distress not only to the immediate family members, but likewise to the whole officialdom of this local government unit. Whereas Mayor Pañong, as popularly called by the Cabatonenses, friends, and other acquaintances, served as elected Sangguniang Bayan member here in our town for 5 terms, July 1, 2001 to June 30, 2004, July 1, 2004 to June 30, 2007, July 1, 2007 to June 30, 2010, July 1, 2013 to June 30, 2016, and July 1, 2016 to June 30, 2019. And as an elected municipal mayor from July 1, 2022 up to the time of his death last November 1, 2024. For us, his devotion to public service touched the hearts of everyone, especially to his immediate family members and to all Cabatonenses whom he loved and served to the best that he could. Whereas the sacrifices and dedication he had showcased in the spirit of public service and the numerous projects that he initiated and implemented during his incumbency are worthy of praises and to be given due recognition, hence this resolution. Wherefore, upon unanimous support of the body present and assembled in this emergency session, be it resolved as it is hereby resolved to adopt this resolution of condolence as a tangible and lasting proof that the entire population of Cabaton, Isabela joins the bereaved family in their times of sorrow and grief, coupled with our fervent prayers that they may find comfort and solace with the thought that Mayor Pañong is now happily resting in peace in the kingdom of our eternal Creator, where he truly belongs. Resolved finally that copy of this resolution be forwarded to the bereaved family for their information and ready reference. Unanimously adopted the 4th day of November 2024. Signed, yours truly, the Secretary of the Sangguniang, at attested and signed by Honorable Benjamin Isabelo R.D., the Municipal Vice Mayor and Presiding Officer, and then signed and approved by Honorable Mayor Charlton L.
Now for the reading of the resolution, may I have the
Bye-bye for now. May you rest in peace and till life after death. Maraming salamat po sa lahat-lahat.
At this time, may we invite Ma'am Maria Mercedita A. Garcia, the beloved sister of the late Honorable Mayor.
On behalf of our family Garcia, especially his loving wife and his son, I would like to thank all of you, each and every one of you, for being here today to honor the memory of my brother, Panyon. Your presence means so much to us, and it is a testament to the love and respect he earned from this community, the Bayan of Pagatuan, whom we love. Today, we are not just mourning the loss of a brother. We are not just mourning the loss of a son or a friend. We are also celebrating the remarkable life he lived. We all know that our brother Panyon had a profound impact on all of you, just as he did on us. It is very comforting to see how deeply he touched the lives of those around him. He ran as mayor on one position because of his intention to help you, change the lives of this community, and make a difference. We as a family are struggling with pain now, and the words cannot fully express, but we are also filled with gratitude for the memories, the moments of laughter, and the lessons he's taught us. Those lessons have brought an incredible way of bringing people together. His kindness and his ability to make everyone feel at home. Those are just some of the qualities that made him so special. In his life, he showed us the true meaning of love and loyalty. As a brother, he was always there to listen, to guide, and support us. He was the one who would stand by us in moments of joy and in times of hardship. He was always there for us. As a family, we are now heartbroken for his early deaths, but also find comfort in knowing that my brother, Mayor Panyon, was loved. Minahal niyo siya. Pinakita niyo mahal niyo siya sa pamamagitan ng pakikidalamhati sa amin. And he loved us in return. Alam niyo, mahal niya kayo. Lalo na ang mga Kapatanes, ang mamamayan ng Kapatanes. Though we no longer have him physically with us, his spirit will live in all he did, in the kindness he shared, and in the love he gave. We ask you for your continued prayers and support in this difficult time. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, kaming lahat, the bottom of our hearts, for being there, for honoring him, and we are grateful for each of you for the role you have played in his life and for the love you have shown us. Rest in peace, my dear brother Panyong. We love you and we will never forget you forever. You will always be in our heart and we will always miss you more than words can express. Maraming salamat po lahat sa pakikiramay ninyo sa aming patuloy, sa aming pamilya. At God bless you. God bless us all. Thank you very much.
To the close of this necrological service, we reflect on the legacy and cherished memories left by the late Honorable Mayor Bernardo Panyong A. Garcia Jr. Through the words of his family, friends, colleagues, and community, we have come together to honor a remarkable life, a life devoted to service, compassion, and leadership. Let us carry forward his values, his vision for our community, and his kindness in our own lives. May his memory continue to inspire us, and may the love he showed for his family and friends and the people of Cabatuan be a guiding light for us all. Thank you everyone who gathered here today to pay tribute to Mayor Garcia, and may we go forth with peace in our hearts, knowing his spirit will remain a part of Cabatuan forever. We may now offer our flowers and
Hindi, bawasan mo naman yung mataas ka ng pagpiling. Mataas ka lang sila, mataas ka.
first to offer within the family of our mayor, to be followed by the relatives and his friends.
Dalawa na yung coffee yan. Alaman mo pa yun lang. Paasan mo pag maliwanag. Pag matas na dyan, doon ka naman magtaas din ah. Ayun ko basta ko may 5,000 ba? na, may tao pa. Ngayon na, parang may tao pa. Doon sa taas. Basta. One. Okay na po. Ito rin. Boy, ayun, isa na. Ang lakas-lakas ng ano, maamay na ba? Malakas yan. Eh, di ba napupuksan? Rumit sa naik ini aja. Jangan bandel semua. Boleh tahu deh. Ya ternyata itu tupian. Bos. Parang kayo mga bata. Parang ya alay pa yung bandila. Ganito ulit. Ganyan pa lang bawat isang pulis isang puti. Lumapin kayo po. Sure. Kay mama. Kay mama. Kay mama. Nakawalan na yung balon, balon. Usapan kaya namin sa parang na.
Ang tangi kong iniisip, ang lagi kong panaginip, tayong dalawa ay laging nagmamahalan. Pangarap ko na kailan may di maglaho ang pag-ibig kong ito, pagkat hindi ko makakayang mawalay sa'yo. Ikaw lamang ang buhay ko, sana na may pakinggan mo ang puso ko na mayroong sinasabi. Ikaw lamang ang tangi kong minamahal, ang lagi kong dinarasal. sana'y habang buhay tayong magkasama. Ang puso ko'y ibibigay lamang sa'yo. Ito ang aking pangako mula ngayon hanggang magpakailan pa man. Ikaw lamang. Ikaw lamang ang buhay ko. Sana giliw pakinggan mo ang puso ko na mayroong sinasabi. Ikaw lamang ang tani kong minamahal, ang lagi kong dinarasal. Sana'y habang buhay tayong magkasama. Ang puso ko'y ibibigay lamang sa'yo. Ito ang aking pangako mula ngayon hanggang magpakailan pa man. Ikaw lamang. Ikaw lamang. Sa piling mo lang nadarama ang tunay na pagsinta. Pagyakap kita ng mahigpit, parang ako'y nasa langit. Ngunit ito ay panaginip lamang, pagkat ang puso mo'y labis kong nasaktan. Pakiusap ko ako ay pakinggan. Kailangan kita ngayon at kailanman. Kailangan mong malaman na ikaw lamang ang tunay kong minamahal. At tangi kong hiling ay makapiling ka.